Avast takes a look back at the most prominent threats of 2021. Throughout 2021, cybercriminals continued to take advantage of the COVID-19 pandemic, exploiting people's habits formed during lockdown to spread scams. Ransomware, crypto malware, and scams continued to prevail. And on the mobile side, adware and fleeceware were among the top threats. The pandemic has changed nearly every aspect of everyone's lives, and that includes the cyber world too, said Michael Salat, Director of Threat Intelligence at Avast. Attackers' methods are becoming more sophisticated. Cybercriminals are using techniques that make them harder to spot and carry out more personalized cyber attacks. They are also adding a new spin on tried and tested techniques, especially in social engineering type of attacks like scams. Both businesses and consumers were heavily targeted by ransomware attacks. Ransomware attacks persisted in 2021, with businesses like Kia Motors, Acer Colonial Pipeline, and Kaseya being infected. Avast observed a 38% increase in ransomware attacks targeting consumers globally. When comparing the last 5 months of 2021, June through October, to the first 5 months of the year, January through May, businesses globally also experienced an increased number of attacks during June to October. The chances for them being targeted by ransomware grew by 32% when compared to the first 5 months of this year, January through May, from 0.073% to 0.1%. Sextortion, parcel delivery, and tech support scams. Cybercriminals persisted to use the pandemic to their advantage, spreading scams and phishing attacks to exploit people's new habits, like online communications and shopping. Avast researchers saw a flood in sextortion scams, with over 500,000 sextortion scams blocked. This campaign takes advantage of the increased use of video conferencing services during the COVID-19 pandemic, falsely claiming to have accessed a user's device and camera. Users in several countries have also been receiving SMS messages linking to a banking Trojan called FluBot, which impersonates parcel delivery companies in order to steal credentials and other personal data, and being targeted by tech support scams. These attacks trick victims into believing their computer has been infected by malware and that their only recourse is to call a phone hotline for technical support, which is totally unnecessary. In general, phishing attacks continued to increase during 2021. The chances of businesses encountering phishing scams had increased by 40% in June to October. Nevertheless, consumers remained the main target of this type of threat. The average risk ratio for them this year was 67% higher than for business users, 5.78% versus 3.53%. And the chances of consumers encountering this threat also grew by 20% in June to October. This year, Avast Threat Labs identified a wide variety of new threats aimed at profiting from or mining cryptocurrencies at users' expenses. Some of the main ones that impacted many countries around the world were Krakonosh and Blue Stealer. The former was included in cracked versions of major games and is a cryptocurrency mining malware. The latter, Blue Stealer, is a keylogger, document uploader, and cryptocurrency thief, and a single malware that, like FluBot, took advantage of people ordering online during the pandemic and spread through a malicious spam campaign. In addition to Krakonosh and Blue Stealer, Avast researchers also found cryptocurrency stealing malware that was distributed through HackBoss, a Telegram channel which at the time of discovery had stolen over 560,000 from victims. Mobile threats continue to spread and diversify with lockdown restrictions. Adware still is the most significant threat on Android phones and tablets across the globe. Globally, 54.7% of mobile threats detected from January to September were adware. Fake apps came in second at 10%, banking Trojans in third at 9.6%, followed by downloaders with 7.5% and spyware with 2.3%. Fleeceware apps also proved to be a serious concern to users in 2021. Avast discovered more than 200 new fleeceware applications on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. These apps promised free trials but ended up extracting hundreds of dollars from their users through subscription services. Most recently, Avast discovered fraudulent sites masquerading as national postal services from various countries in Europe, including retail shops from the Czech Republic, Russia, Sweden, and Ukraine. Risks to users were not only originated by bad actors in 2021. In early September, Avast researchers found more than 19,300 Android apps that potentially exposed user data due to an incorrect configuration of the Firebase database, an Android tool that developers can use with the purpose of storing user data. This affected a wide range of different apps, including lifestyle, fitness, gaming, food delivery, and mailing apps in regions around the world, and exposed personally identifiable information such as names, addresses, location, data, and, in some cases, even passwords. Looking back at 2021, cybercriminals kept up many of their tricks this year, using social engineering to spread malware to get their hands on people's money, abusing technology such as stalkerware to violate people's privacy, or deceiving vulnerable audiences into paying for fleeceware apps or unneeded tech support, concludes Michael Salat. We are seeing increasing online harms that affect how people experience the digital world. Everyone is being targeted, from everyday users to hospitals to oil pipelines to food companies globally. We hope by raising awareness around what we observed this year, we can help prevent people from falling victims in 2022. Credit for this article goes to Grace Macej. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.